Hello, everyone. Wonderful that you're here for my live. I'm Meilin Ehlke, the host of Shining a Light on the people that really are going to be huge. I always believe in the future and that you need to know about. And please, during the whole conversation, if you have a question, do write in the question. I have an eye on Facebook or come in to the Zoom room. And let me just add that before we start. And here it is. So perfect. And here I am. Thank you, Shiraz. Thank you, audience, for your patience in coming live. Everyone, I'm a big, big, big fan of Shiraz for years. He has been on my podcast, Moving to Oneness. I think it was episode 62. And I read his fascinating book. So if you have time and are interested really to bring whoever you are out into the world, or I should say, begin living who you are more and more. So to live the reason why you're here on this beautiful planet. That book is for you, and it's called How to Rewrite Your Reality. And Shiraz, there it is. You're good, you have it right there for you. And Shiraz, in my eyes, is a healer because he has a great ear. He feels and senses your truth, and he feels and senses and hears the truth you do not speak, even you think you're speaking it. And that is a rare gift, Shiraz. That makes you very unique in my eyes. And I thank you that you have the courage to go in your style out into the world to support people. That was not easy. Can you talk a little bit about it, how you moved yourself in showing yourself in your way to the public or to a client and the world, really?
Okay. I actually had no intention of doing what I do professionally. I had discovered these skills and I was practicing them on family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, one of my friends said, Shiraz, people will pay you for this. And I said, no, this is just a hobby. This is something I'm experimenting with to see how much we can shift people's reality, heal them, have them make more money, get them better relationships. And she's like, yeah, people will pay for that. And so I actually made a bet with her because I had no idea about this whole world of healing. It was just a personal thing for me. And I said, I'll charge and we'll see if people actually pay for this kind of service. And people started to pay me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what? This is a business. And I started to work with people and I just fell in love with the transformations that people have been in pain for years and they suddenly out of it and they're like, oh my God, this feels so wonderful. And I'm like, oh, I love this feeling of being able to help these people in this way. Before I was doing software development, I would design programs and project manage, and that felt good to create something. But this one, I could actually feel people's lives being changed.
Yeah.
And it was so much more fulfilling. And so then the business just started to grow from there. And the first thing I had to get over was that fear of, oh, you do that woo stuff, right? You're into that kind of
I
thing.
know.
And right. And people would say that to me when I tried to explain what I did until I realized that everything that's showing up in my world is because of what's going on inside me. So I had to just stop worrying what everyone thought about me and what I thought about my business. And so that if people said something like that, I wouldn't go into defensive mode. I wouldn't try to explain myself. I just thought, okay, if they say, oh, you're into that woo stuff, then I'll be like, yeah, I'm into that woo stuff. And the crazy thing that happened is when I stopped caring whether people would ask me that, people stopped asking me.
Mm.
because it didn't exist inside me anymore, so it didn't exist outside me. So now whenever I talk to people, they're like, "Oh my God, that sounds so amazing. Let's have a conversation about it." And I find a lot of healers have not gotten over that part yet.
I
They're
was going to
worried
say
about
that, yeah.
it, right?
That's what I've also noticed when I sat in here and there in your great sessions, workshops you provide. There's so many of, I'm going to say us healers, but,
Mhm.
right? Seeing it as a profession, because if we're not also a certain tribe where it's valued. We come from the Western society. It's difficult, and especially also as women. Yeah, many of us here, especially in my region where I live here, have been burned for
Mhm.
expressing that. But I can see. Let me just let someone in. I can see that exactly that last moment of then showing them fully is very scary. And that is where the moment where you are able to help and support others in showing themselves. And you
Mhm.
transform that very quickly. And I have to say, it's lasting.
Yes.
And that is, again, I'm repeating myself, but I really, that is seldom to see that when you support someone. Hello, Petra. Welcome to having you here.
Nice to be here.
Good, good, good. It is noticeable, and people can see it in their life in a few weeks, few months, I think even few days. If you just within the moment, you get a shift.
Yes.
And that is really what I like about you too, that it's a lasting effect and it helps really women and men to move in their purpose and charge for it. It's the same as you said, just in your own life experience. The moment you stopped worrying if it was called woo-woo or spiritual or crazy or it doesn't really exist, I can not see it, right? There are many of these. You are able to support them out of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually have a program where we meet on Mondays and the afternoon and the evening. And you don't have to go to both. I do it to allow for people's time zones and
Mm-hmm.
work schedules and stuff. But some people come to both sessions, and it's very common for someone to come in the afternoon session and then come back in the evening and say things have already changed by then.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. Yes, I've seen it. I've experienced something about it. And you help also people to think large, vast, bigger,
yes.
and again, bigger and bigger. And I think this is something that is needed now in this time and age to catapult all of us forward, stay with the healers or coaches, or even if you have fantastic products and services that people can take advantage of it and are able to change globally
Yes.
the impact and has an effect on humanity and I think on the ecology as a bigger picture as
Yeah.
well.
I'm all about impact. So.
Yeah. Oh, before I would love to share that Shiraz has next week a huge event, Impact Matters, right? Where
Right.
you help bringing people into their grandness so
Yes.
they can lead their own life and help lead others, right? Can you talk into that for a moment?
Sure. So August 26th to 28th, we're doing Impact Makers Live. And the goal of this is to empower entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, to have a bigger impact in the world and get paid for it. So I work mostly with women, and the thing I found is women want to have an impact, but they're afraid to have an income.
Mm-hmm.
And you get both. You can have both. So day one, we're all about value, the value of the programs you offer and your personal value. Day two, we're all about the authority and doing things at $1 million level. So a lot of the actions you take to make the money you're making now are completely different from the actions you would take to make lots and lots of money. And when you see yourself as an authority and you're taking those actions, more people will want to work with you. And then day three is about visibility. No one's going to work with you if they can't find you. So we're going to talk about how you can become more visible and be comfortable being visible. Because I find a lot of people, they say, I'd like to have a lot of clients, but I don't want to be in the spotlight. And I feel embarrassed and I'm worried about how I'm going to be judged. We're going to be dealing with all of that on day three. So you can go out there, be visible, have a huge impact, and change a lot of lives.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to be there. I hope Petra will come as well. Petra, if you have any questions, oh look, animals love Shiraz energy too. So both of my cats are here. Shiraz, and no wonder you got a big lion behind you. So they do know you have a lot of energy of the felines within you. You understand them. But Petra, if you have any question for Shiraz about an event, or personally, where are you stuck in the moment where you would love to be moved forward a little bit? Do you have anything?
Actually, I don't really have a question right now. And if you ask me where I stuck at the moment, it changes. And where I'm currently really, really stuck is probably making videos, which I definitively don't like. However, it's vital to become visible, that you make videos. So it's those simple things, yeah, that can people bring to getting stuck and to stop. Probably some really good things they could bring to the world.
What's stopping you from making those videos?
It's feeling unfamiliar. Probably I didn't like throughout my life that someone took pictures of me or made videos of me. I never really asked myself why. I'm just feeling uncomfortable, and yeah.
Interesting. Do you get upset when people take pictures of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
And how old do you feel when someone takes pictures of you?
This is a very good question. um, Probably, I'm feeling quite young. Yeah, it takes me back to be a young child.
So at
Yeah.
some point when you were a young child, someone took a picture or took some video that you did not want taken. And you know how explosive a child can get, how emotionally explosive that can happen. So what's happening now is when you think about someone taking pictures or even of yourself, you're going back to those emotions of when you were a child.
Yeah.
Right. So it feels like it was like 3 or 4 years old when that was happening.
Yeah. It touches really old patterns. This was a time when my father got his first video camera.
Okay.
And obviously, uh, his daughter was a really nice object to do the first trials with his camera.
Yep.
And regardless to wherever he caught me, he took a video.
Okay. And do you remember how old you were then?
Yeah, probably 6.
6? Okay.
So yeah, when I started school, so around about that
Okay.
time.
Okay. So are you willing to stop being 6 when it comes to people taking pictures and videos of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's
If this
almost
would
like
be that easy.
so it can be. So what the technique I use is when I ask you that question, if you get fully into a yes, right? And in that yes, you're putting in, I don't need to do that anymore. That's not serving me. It can go. Then it's actually going to shift in your body and that belief can leave. So are you willing to stop being 6 when people take pictures or videos of
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
you? When energy shifts, I tend to yawn and cough. Okay. Okay. How does that feel now? Better, worse, the same, different? There's no wrong answer here.
Still feels the same until I give it a trial.
Okay. So you realize you're making a video now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're absolutely right.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't feel bad about it.
Good. Okay.
Oh,
So
fantastic. Also, go ahead if I didn't want to.
yeah, no, it's fine. And this is the thing when a lot of times we function as though we're still children and we don't have the emotional fortitude as a child that we do now. And so all the stuff you can be putting in place now to say, well, I don't mind being recorded, you let go and go back to when you were 6. So what we're doing is saying you don't have to be 6 anymore. You can be here now. And here now, it's like, oh, someone's filming me. Cool. Let's just move on.
Fair enough, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, your body feels lighter now. So
So this is really everyone. See what happened within a few minutes. Whatever you bring along, and even at your event, right, that you will have next week, Shiraz. Even if another
yes.
person gets supported and helped or the whole room has a
Yeah.
part. Maybe not every time all of us, but you'll find many things maybe you have not thought about or that have been dug in, and they'll come up as other people lead the way for you. So a 3-day event is really a gem to follow one's own dedication to bring oneself into the world. So everyone, if you're at that and you have this strong determination to bring something to the world now, because it's all about the now, Shiraz, right? Be there. I'll put the link also then in the comments later.
Yeah. And this is what's going to happen at the event. We're going to be teaching you things on authority, on value, on visibility. And that's going to bring up stuff for everyone.
Yeah.
And then we're going to clear that right at the event. So when we talk about you being the authority, when you think, I can't be the authority, we'll find out why you can't. We'll clear those beliefs so that you can say, yes, I can be the authority. And so you will leave with new information on how to make an impact and leave as a different person, a more powerful person. That's the point of the event.
Wow. Thank you, Shiraz. You know, if I think about what just happened in a few seconds, what may happen within 3 days?
Yes. It's going to be fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's important. You just said it. It's going to be fun. So everyone, I know Shiraz, he's a busy person. He needs to move on. So, but Shiraz, thank you for having or sharing your time with Petra and me and everyone watching. And thank us again for sharing your gift and supporting us. And yes, you know, I could embrace you, give you a kiss on both cheeks. I think you're doing fantastic, and all the success I wish to you.
Thank you, Meilin. Thank you for having me on. This has been a pleasure. And I know you're going to be doing wonderful things to help a lot of people too.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Petra, for being so open and sharing yourself. with something that is really very delicate. And kudos to you. And that shows leadership. If you can do that with yourself, you will also be able to do it with your clients, Petra. And again, all of you listening, the same thing will happen to you. So goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.